The CBS New York Book Club has a new memoir about a trailblazer in the Radio City Rockettes. For its first 63 years, there had never been a Rockette of color. In 1987, that changed with Jennifer Jones. She tells her story in Becoming Spectacular, the Rhythm of Resilience from the First African American Rockette. Jennifer, it is so nice to talk to you about this. Congratulations on the book.
Thank you so much.
And I was so curious as to what your reaction was when you found out you are a Rockette.
Mary, thank you for having me. And finding out that I was a Rockette was simply amazing. It was my first big job in New York City, and I was terrified. I was excited, but it was my dream of dancing on a big stage, and I got to do that.
And for years, you must have been in training to just prepare for that one day when you would have the opportunity to even audition on that level.
Absolutely. And the Rockette is a precision dance troupe, so it was a lot of learning the language, learning the technique, and my first big job just learning how to manage all of the choreography that I was doing. But I loved doing it and being adorned in those beautiful costumes and the red lips and lashes. It was a dream come true.
How did the experience shape your life?
Well, it changed my life. Being the first African American Rockette absolutely changed my life, and it changed the lives of other women who are able now, Black women, to call themselves Radio City Rockettes. And I stand on the shoulders of the Black women who auditioned before me, who got turned away just because of their skin color. But I loved being a Rockette for 15 years.
Becoming Spectacular is the name of your book, but what does it really mean to you?
Becoming spectacular, I think everyone has that in them. Everyone has a story. I feel that we are all diamonds, and whenever there's a challenge, we're being shaped and we're being able to shine more in the world. And everyone has a gift to give the world at large. And for me, becoming spectacular is just being shining brightly on your own stage.
You know, as we've been talking, we have this gorgeous doll behind us, and when I first saw it, I said, well, that is spectacular. I mean, to have your own doll is so exciting. So congrats on that as well.
Thank you.
I know you're on this incredible journey now with your new book. And I wanted to ask you, though, you've been through so many challenges too. Tell me about what happened to you. You were diagnosed with cancer and you were given just such a short time to live.
Yes. At the age of 50, I went for a routine colonoscopy, and at the time I knew there was something off, and I asked the doctor if I could be seen sooner, and she looked at me and said, "Oh, you're fine." 2 weeks later, I went in. Afterwards, she told me that I have cancer and I have 5 years to live. I was diagnosed with stage 3 colorectal cancer. It wasn't until I went to Memorial Sloan Kettering and surrounded myself with a team of doctors, almost all female doctors, where I felt comfortable. And even before my chemotherapy treatment started, just having that warmth from my doctors was almost healing. That was halfway to my healing. So everyone has to be an advocate for themselves and be comfortable with their doctors. I did 8 rounds of chemo, and then I had surgery. In 2019, January, I was deemed cancer-free.
Jennifer,
and
what a story.
Thank you. And colorectal cancer is coming up more on the younger generation, and especially in the African American community. So the screenings have dropped from the age of 50 to 45, and if you have a family history of cancer, colorectal cancer, it is so important that you go and get screened because it is treatable, beatable, and curable.
Talk about resilience on your part. You're such a beautiful author, and not just writing a memoir, but also children's book as well. So your author career just keeps on going. So congratulations on the line as well.
Thank
your
you.
Children's book.
Thank you.
So we really appreciate you being here. Good luck with the new book and your whole journey. It's just been such a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Becoming Spectacular, the Rhythm of Resilience from the First African American Rockette will be released Tuesday, February 18th.